Hey everybody, Billy Bob here, and it's Tough Talk Tuesday, and I got some tough talk for you. We're going to go back, and we're going to just talk about, this is something, I don't care what party you are. This is ridiculous, ridiculous on many levels, okay? Number one, that it's gone on anywhere near this long, and number two, most of the people, I think, in America still have no idea what the hell this is and why it is. Okay? What am I talking about? The Real ID. Do you know what a Real ID is? Most people would think, well, I would think a Real ID is my driver's license. Maybe it's my Social Security card. Maybe it's my concealed carry. Maybe it's my work ID, depending on how sensitive your work is. Well, we're going to talk about that a little more in a minute, but first of all, let me tell you about tomorrow's show. Tomorrow we're doing a Facebook Live, so for you that normally watch me on YouTube or Instagram, you're going to have to go to Billy Bob's Backyard Podcast, or join Billy Bob's Backyard Barbecue, either one of those two, and you'll be able to catch the show live. What's it about? Where's the beef? I'm going to do a show with my special guest, Dusty Goldie of Goldie Beef, and we're going to talk about the cattle industry and where it is today, the health of it, not the cattle and the beef, but the health of the industry itself, the farmers, and just what's going on. From what I understand from one of Dusty's posts, that the cattle farmers, now I don't know if that's the big purveyors or the small family farms, is shrinking, but we're going to find out tomorrow. So 6 p.m., Wednesday, April 23rd, 6 p.m., Where's the Beef? My special guest, Dusty Goldie. Second of all, I have an update. Yesterday, when I was talking about the Pope and I was talking about how the different cardinals get together to discuss who the next Pope would be, and I couldn't remember that C word that, they call this whole gathering. And thanks to Robert DeVault, longtime friend, worked together back in prior to 2000. Conclave, the gathering of cardinals to select a new pope, is called a conclave. So there you go. Thanks, Robert, and thanks for watching. So let's get back to this Real ID. I'm going to presume, I was going to say 50%, but I'll say, maybe that's a little high, but I'll say 30% of the people in this country have no idea what a Real ID is. But everybody's being forced to do it, and it goes all the way back to the law that was passed in May of 2011. And to implement this, I forgot what the hell the law was even called. And I can't even find it right now. So who gives a damn what it was called? It was a Security Act. I think it was the Security Act of 2005. And what's the purpose? Set a new standard for issuing ID cards like driver's license and so on and so forth. So for those of you who don't know, also a Real ID now has a little hologram type. When you tilt the ID, your driver's license, you can see different hologram pictures, and it has a gold star. Now, this is to tighten security. It was actually created after, or obviously after 9/11, but because of 9/11. Now, of course, that happened in 2001. We didn't even get around to creating and signing this into law till 2005. 2005. Guess what year it is? 2025, right? By the way, This law has not been fully enacted yet. No, no, no. And it's supposed to go into effect on May 7th of this year, probably for about the 8th or 10th time. We'll go through a couple different things here. But there's already pushback. After 20 years, we still have pushback. Now, I get that there's probably some valid reason for a little bit of pushback, but damn it, folks, we got to figure it out. 20 years, you either got to get it going or get it gone, right? Get it going or get it gone. Now, I don't care either way. I have a real ID. A lot of people do, apparently, but not as many as need be there. So starting May 7th, that a real ID will be required to access federal facilities, which I'm not going, none that I know of, nuclear power plants, not going there, and to board commercial aircraft. Now, commercial means passenger commercial, not FedEx. We're not getting on the freight plane. We're not getting on the UPS brown truck plane. We're getting on Delta, Southwest, America. Well, I'm not getting on United American. Sissy Bob does, but she's always late. And whatever. Frontier, Allegiant, Spirit, yada, yada, yada. Effective May 7th, you will need a real ID, the little star, the little hologram, to get on a commercial airline. Now, interestingly enough, they are now talking about from the International Civil Aeronautics Board, which I'm not doing anything that international is going to dictate to our country, but they want to eliminate driver's licenses and boarding passes and all that all together, and they want to do it by facial recognition. So we could be 20 plus years of jacking with this law, and then it's gone because we're only doing facial ID. Think about that for a minute, folks. So this has been, like I said, it's been going on since 2005. The ACLU's been, resisting or rejecting. Of course, they reject every frickin' thing, especially if it's a conservative thing. But again, I said this is both conservatives and liberals. Nobody can get it enacted. Then the states said, oh, we can't do it right away. There's costs and extra costs. There's privacy concerns. An ID, folks. You got a privacy concern about an ID? You need a driver's license to drive. You need one to get on a plane. You need it to get into most. You want to pick up your tickets at the game? You need an ID. You want to check into your hotel? Most generally, they want to see your ID. Photo ID, right? So we're getting ready. We're going to put this thing into place. 2018 gets delayed again. And then what happened? Let's see. The big C, COVID-19. Guess what we did? We delayed the real ID because we can't go into a driver's license place and get a real ID. We can't even go out in public unless you lived in Florida. So that delayed it. Then it was going to be in 2023. That got delayed again. Still remnants of COVID. Well, the reason they want to do it now, is because under the Biden administration, illegal aliens use non-compliant IDs, from sanctuary cities to board flights to go to other sanctuary cities or go wherever, or just to get in this damn country because they use that secret app. And so now they want to implement this to verify that you have a quote-unquote real ID. The real frickin' deal ID. So, I don't know. Jack Reed, I forgot where he's a senator from, but he asked a valid question. What about people that are out of the country that need to get back in the country, hadn't gotten their real ID? We need to have a plan for that, right? We need to have a plan for American citizens coming back to this country, or I guess even flying. I mean, somehow, I don't know what we're going to do when a family of four, God forbid there's more of them, but let's say a family of four, or somebody in their pet donkey wants to board a plane and they don't have the real ID. I mean, what the hell is that going to cause at the... Of course, the reality is, if you don't have a real ID, I guess maybe they don't even let you through TSA, because now they're scanning your IDs and I don't even care about your boarding pass. But again, it sounds like a cluster. But at some point, folks, we either have to enact it and we got to get it going, or get it gone. And that's my Tough Talk Tuesday. America, land of the free because of the brave. Stay focused, America. Billy Bob, peace out.